Graham Press. I'm the Executive Director of the National Vehicle Residency Coalition.
Perfect.
This is Gertie. She is the mobile outreach vehicle for us. We call her Gertie on the Move, the MOV. She is a GMC W5500 2006. This is a former electrician's truck. Was converted by Bend Camper Company. I'm the third owner of it. They did it a few years back. They ended up, they've become a really big company in producing hundreds of these types of vehicles, mainly Sprinter vehicles. But this was the very first one. This is this prototype. It's a labor of love. A lot of beautiful craftsman work inside. I'll show you. But also it uses a 3/4 inch plywood on the whole thing. So it's a little bit weighty. That's one of my next big fixes. But come on in. I'll show you.
All right.
So here's the inside. So take off my shoes. So come on in. This is the inside of Gertie. You can see the beautiful butcher block counter that he's got. She's got a nice table here, and you might wonder where I sleep, which is often the question for folks. And if you want to step back a little bit, I will show you. We drop in this table right here. Snap it on up.
Nice. Wow. That's cool.
That was so easy.
So was that 10 seconds?
Yeah. Very impressive.
Right. And it takes about the same amount of time to put it away. So it's nice. And you got enough space to walk around, so I can get up in the morning. I'll make a cup of coffee while the water's boiling. Put my bed away. Maybe make a little bit of oatmeal or something. Drop down my nice little kitchen table. Pull up my chair. And my favorite swinging chair. And be able to enjoy the start of a beautiful day.
Oh, look at that. That's so comfortable.
Right, and so she's got running water. So this is a pump system. It's got a filter on the water system. I use 10 gallons. I can show you outside. It's got a refrigerator and freezer combo system down here. So it's a DC IceCo 70-liter freezer and refrigerator combo. These are pass-throughs. These doors are, which is really cool. So you get in here. You can load in here and you can open up the doors on the outside. So that's a big step coming on up. So it saves your knees to be able to load in here.
Yeah,
which is
a big step.
really nice. Yes, so I don't always have to go on up to get the stuff. A lot of storage.
So you were saying the weight is something with all this wood, it's a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight, yeah. And so right now,
reduces the gas mileage.
It does. So as a diesel, they're made to pull a lot of weight, but it still does affect it. Essentially, this right now is getting about fully loaded, about 10 miles a gallon.
That's what I get.
Well, yeah, it's not too bad, And then dry or unloaded, empty is getting about 15. But that's one of the next big project I'm going to do is take out a lot of this. A lot of this wood. You want 3/4 inch wood for the weight bearing stuff, but all these walls don't need to be 3/4 inch plywood. That's a little bit over. What's that?
Big brother, little sister.
Hey, I love your rap. I love it. But so this is an air fryer lid. It goes right over the top of your pots and your pans. You can put it right like that, and then it turns any pot or pan you have into an air fryer.
Oh, you don't have to use this.
That's right. You don't need the big old oven. You just use this thing. And what's cool, you can use basically anything on it. And then what I do is, I take those little crescent rolls, the Pillsbury crescent rolls, put a slice of cheese, a slice of ham, roll them up. 7 minutes later, I got 3 hot and fresh ham and cheese croissants every morning with that. This is called Faux Hia. Right? I don't know, whatever. For here, I don't know. It's a Chinese knockoff stuff. You can find, there's got a million of them. But just look up air fryer lid. That's what you're looking for. So this is one of the pass-throughs. So this goes to the inside, and then it comes on out. I've got a couple of my batteries out here. What I do is actually go like this and put a little hooks right here.
It's super simple.
That's right. And then if I can feed it in right.
It becomes
and then
a table.
this becomes a nice little platform that I can cook on. So if it's a real nice weather and I'm staying in a spot for a while, I'll set up my Instant Pot out here, and then I can cook right here with my batteries. Come on over here, and you got the water system. So I use a water pump. I put an RV water filter. If you can see underneath there, that basically filters all the water right when it comes through. Each one of these is separate, so 5-gallon jugs, easy to take on into Walmart. I don't have to worry about pulling up to some spot to fill it up. I just take in each of these two, and this is my gray water tank. Super
I have
easy.
the same one.
These things are great.
Perfect.
Never break.
Yeah.
So I've got 300 watts of solar panels. That's my next upgrade, is I'm going to put it to 700 watts. But I've got 820 amp hours of battery. And that's on the other side. I can show you that in a sec. So this is the other side of the refrigerator.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see here, again, pass-through, so you can go in and out, which is pretty nice. Normally the refrigerator's over on that side, but the one I had there died before I brought it out here, so I changed it out to this one. So, yeah, so this is an IceCo 70-liter DC 12-volt refrigerator. Uses about 50 watts of power an hour, which is
Not
pretty
bad.
good. You know, so it's a chest freezer. It's a freezer and refrigerator. So actually, one side is a freezer and one side's a refrigerator. So,
And how big is your battery bank?
820 amp hours.
Woo!
Yeah, you want to see it?
Sure, let's go see that.
What you got?
I think I saw that first. I was like just staring at it. I'll look at it again.
Yeah, that was the first thing I upgraded. When I got this thing, I'll tell you, this is kind of funny. So when I got this thing, this is a 3,000 watt inverter, which is awesome, right? It'll run just about anything, right? So, but it only had a 100 amp hour battery with 12 volts. Anybody who knows anything about this would know that you cannot run a 3,000 watt inverter off a 100 amp hour battery. It doesn't have enough pool of energy to actually do this. It'll only do about 700 watts, right? You won't get 3,000 watts. So when I bought it, I kept going, how come I can't get 3,000 watts? I'm trying to boil water and nothing's working. And I'm going, how long did these guys run this thing? This thing's like 7 years old. Nobody figured that out, right? So first thing I did was took out the 100 amp hour battery, put in 3 240 amp hours. So we've got 820 amp hours, lithium, 12 volt, 12.3 volt. So it's about almost 10 kilowatt hours total of power.
How,
Which is pretty awesome.
besides the solars, you can also charge it while you drive?
Yeah. So it
Yeah,
does.
okay.
It charges off the alternator. It also
Okay.
has shore power, so I can charge off shore power. It will charge off the alternator, and then of course it charges off the 300 watts of solar power on top.
All right. We're gonna pause this video right here and take a minute and talk about today's sponsor for this video, which is, well, me, Stefan Ghica.com. If many of you didn't know, I do have a storefront. We have a lot of merch, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of hats, coffee mugs, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies. We even have beach towels. So check that out. I really love the hoodies that we have right now. Also, there is an Amazon storefront. So if you guys are interested in any of the stuff that you see here on the channel that I use every day, including all of my electrical system, a lot of the things that I use, like coffee pots or just pots and pans, any of the gadgets that you see here on the van, even the boxes up on top of the rooftop, then you could find them on there. Even these window covers, they're all on there, so you can definitely get yourself some of that stuff. StefanGhica.com. Don't forget to go over and check it out. With that being said, let's head back to the video. We got a Chevy van parked right next to me, and it has those boxes on top.
Maybe God will give me a door, and I tripped over that freaking window because it was all buried in sand and rocks.
2 years, so now we're done. We're ready to go camping.
This thing is what I want my van to be when it grows up. Wow. The dream, guys. The ultimate overland rig. Look at that. There's a kitchen, bed and a couch. That's a big kitchen. I'm sold. And a little bit of a counter space here.
But I think it really
Toilet and shower. I'm guessing this is a whole shower right here. Not too bad. I like it. I like it. It's like a cabin. Oh man, dudes, look at that thing. It's amazing. That is really, really, truly my dream truck. Not exactly like that, but the outside, the lift and the 4x4 and all the lights and all the off-road gear. She was saying she's going up an elevation up to 11,000 feet and goes through all the trails that the Jeeps go and some more. Ford or Chevy? They're both cool.